2:50 p.m. It's not a weather update, not a sky observation video, because once again, I gotta stick with the theme of this day. um, there's some crazy stuff, people. I gotta tell you. Yeah, we're going to go ahead once again. This just a last look here. Now, if you've been following along with today's content, been doing a lot of speaking on spirituality and confirmations thereof through spirituality, information downloads. Uh, on my way into town this morning, as I was doing my walking and talking, I made mention of regressive hypnosis, hypnogression. There's another term for it. Hypnotherapy. Yeah, that can come about. And I've spoke of past lives. Now, follow along, people. This is very interesting as far as I'm concerned. Because after all, it is me that this is concerning. In the past, I have brought up content where I speak of reincarnation, and there's factors of reincarnation that goes along with the organic self as well as the spiritual self. I mean, it's quite complex, and it does fall into the realms of geometry in many cases and the factors thereof, but I won't go into that. But there is like carryover memories of past lives, and I'm speaking of lives that are not the life that you are experiencing today, but that of a different lifetime within a different body and of a different identity. Okay? And there can be carryover results that can happen through heredity or can happen, such as within my life, to where I have had issues with my neck since about the age of 7. And at one point in my lifetime, I had an x-ray done. I went to the emergency room for one reason or another, and an x-ray was done on my neck, and the ER physician comes out and says, well, hey, Morgan, when did you break your neck? What are you talking about? As far as I know, I've never broken my neck. Well, through the x-rays, there's indications that, yes, you had your neck broken. Well, then later on in life, as other x-rays were done, and this is because there were more complications and onsets of said complications to my neck. And I won't go into all the technical jargon. I've already done that in previous content, and which that is within my playlist on this channel. Because I show my MRI results, and I also show the dystonia that I experience, and this can be found in my playlist, AMA, yada yada yada. But anyways, so as the years continued on, I started having these strange feelings that in a past lifetime I was hung by the neck. Possibly until dead, right? And once again, I have mentioned this in previous talks of reincarnation, to where there's these carryovers, these signs, indications of past lives and traumatic endings. And what is known as your birthmarks can be indicators or signs of past life traumas. But then there can be present day traumas that are reenactments, somewhat, of occurrences during past lifetimes. And this is why I have this strange feel of connection between my neck and this feeling of past life being hung by the neck. And of course, you have to go into certain factors of why people were hung. Most times it was because of beliefs, certain beliefs, and the spreading or sharing of certain beliefs. Now, then again, as I was growing up, I also had this strong feeling that in a former life I died during Vietnam. The thing is I was born in '67, okay? But yet there's just this uncanny feel of some kind of a tie to Vietnam other than through relatives or other acquaintances in my past. But anyways, so what's really strange is, so once again, as I'm walking into town, I bring up this factor of hypnogression, past lives, and once again, I'm going to throw a link at you guys for further confirmation through yet another tarot card reading channel, which, yes, this is one that, well, was basically my introduction into the channels of readers. This is Frankie. I don't watch Frankie all that often anymore, but for some reason, once again, this came up on the recommended watch, and it was a Gemini reading. Okay, let's do it, Frankie. Let's see what you got. Wow. So if you want to know more, check out the video through the link provided, and I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for your time, and as always, take care. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. And we'll see you once again back here on the flip side. Oh, and have yourselves a wonderful weekend.